And a very good day to one and all. Today we begin with animal classification, chapter 6 of your science 2. Now, before we begin, we should know why this classification is necessary. Now we know that classification is required for systematic study. Okay. Moreover, classification is also required to learn the things in a better way. Now, when we have so many varieties of organisms around us, it is not possible for us to remember the characteristics of all. So, in order to ease out to remember these organisms, what we do is means basically human beings. Human beings or the great scientists or biologists have done is they have arranged these organisms in a group. What type of group? That is, they have grouped them up into the organisms with similarities into one group and with differences into another group. Okay, so organisms are broadly classified as living organisms into two categories, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic or primitive animals, which were basically single celled, where the cell organelles were not very much well developed and a single cell used to carry out the entire functioning of the organism. The example of it is kingdom Monera. Then you have eukaryotic animals. Eukaryotic animals are further divided into unicellular organisms. You have the example of amoeba, and multicellular organisms. You have the example of elephant. An image of amoeba and elephant is given. Okay. Then in unicellular organisms, you have kingdom Protista. The diagram of paramecium is shown. Multicellular organisms are further divided into two: animals with cell wall and animals without cell wall. Means the animals where cell wall is present and the animals where the cell wall is absent. When we speak of animals with cell wall present, they are further divided into two kingdoms. One is kingdom Plantae, other is kingdom Fungi. Now, when we speak of kingdom Plantae, they are autotrophic. Auto means self. Autotrophic means they can make their food on their own. They are not dependent to fulfill their food needs on any other organism. When we speak of heterotrophic means they depend on other organism in order to fulfill their need of food in order to survive. When we speak of animal with absence of cell wall, we have kingdom Animalia. In kingdom Animalia, all the animals are included. Okay. Now basically, when we speak of prokaryotes and eukaryotes, in prokaryotes, the DNA is naked. Naked means open or exposed. In eukaryotes, the DNA is bounded to proteins. In prokaryotes, DNA is circular, whereas in eukaryotes, DNA is linear. Linear means in a single line. In eukaryotes, usually no introns are seen, whereas eukaryotes have introns. Organelles, I told you, nucleus, no nucleus is there, no membrane bound organelles are there, 70S ribosomes are there. Whereas in the case of eukaryotes have a nucleus, membrane bound organelles are there, and 80S ribosomes are there. Now, when we speak of reproduction, single chromosome, so haploid, here you can see mitosis as well as meiosis. Mitosis and meiosis are a type of cell divisions which you have already studied, which you will study in chapter 2, life processes of living organisms, part 1. Okay. Now for reproduction, chromosomes are paired, diploid. Diploid means in group of 2 or in pairs. Okay. Average size is smaller than 1 to 5 nanomicrons. Here it is 10 to 100 microns. Okay. Now, history of animal classification. Aristotle had adapted an artificial method based on the body size, habits, and habitat. Then came Theophrastus, Pliny, Joyre, etc. Next was the natural system of classification, which was based on body organization, types of cells, chromosomes, biochemical properties, etc. Based on evolution, Dobzhansky and Mayer had given the classification of organisms. Now here how animals are classified. First is domain. Okay. Then comes kingdom. Then comes phyla or phylum. When it is more than one, it is called as phyla. And when it is only single, then it is called as phylum. Then you have class or classes, order or orders, family or families, genus or genera, species or species. Okay. Here you have the figure of kingdom. Here Animalia, camel's example is given. Phylum is Chordata. Chordata means ones who possess the vertebral column. Then you have class Mammalia. Mammalia means the female possess mammary glands. Order is Artrodactyl. They are very well adapted to living in the dry arid condition. Family is Camelodon and genus is Camellisis. Species is called as Camelus bactiantis. Okay. Now, when we speak of the traditional method of classification, basically the animals were classified as non-chordates and chordates. Non-chordates means animals which were possessing the following characteristics. बॉडी इज़ नॉट सपोर्टेड बाय रॉड लाइक नोटोकॉर्ड. जो हमारे बैकबोन में स्पाइनल कॉर्ड है या रीढ़ की हम हड्डी कहते हैं या बैकबोन हम कहते हैं, नॉन कॉर्डेट्स में उसी को नोटोकॉर्ड कहते हैं. तो वो नोटोकॉर्ड जो रॉड लाइक होता है वो सपोर्ट नहीं करता. फेरेंजियल गिल स्लिट्स आर एब्सेंट. जो बेसिकली फिशेस में देखा होगा एक पार्ट जो हम लिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, दैट इज़ गिल्स. तो वो फेरेंजियल फेरिंग्स का जो गिल स्लिट्स होती हैं वो एब्सेंट होती है. नर्व कॉर्ड इफ़ प्रेजेंट इट इज़ ऑन द वेंट्रल साइड. जैसे हमारे बॉडी में ब्रेन होता है, मैसेज देता है, कमांड करता है, वैसे ही नॉन कॉर्डेट्स में नर्व कॉर्ड होता है. अगर वो होता भी है तो वेंट्रल. वेंट्रल इज़ फ्रंट पोजिशन, आगे का हिस्सा. जैसे हमारा फेस है, हम आगे की तरफ देखते हैं. डॉर्सल इज़ बैक साइड, पीठ का हिस्सा. इट इज़ सॉलिड एंड पेड. व्हाट इज सॉलिड एंड पेड? नर्व कॉर्ड. हार्ट इफ प्रेजेंट इट इज़ ऑन द डॉर्सल साइड. हमारा हार्ट कहाँ है? ऑन द वेंट्रल साइड. लेकिन नॉन कॉर्डेट्स में हार्ट कहाँ होता है? डॉर्सल साइड, पीछे की तरफ होता है. कॉर्डेट्स बॉडी सपोर्टेड बाय नोटोकॉर्ड. हमारे इसमें देखिए ब्रेन होता है. ब्रेन का जो कंटिन्यूशन होता है लास्ट एंड, वो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के फॉर्म में पास होता है. किसके थ्रू? हमारे वर्टिब्रल कॉलम के थ्रू. ठीक है. तो वर्टिब्रल कॉलम जो है हमारा नोटोकॉर्ड हो जाता है और नर्व कॉर्ड हमारा जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड अंदर पास हो रहा है वो नोटोकॉर्ड हो जाता है. फेरेंजियल गिल स्लिट्स और लंग्स आर प्रेजेंट फॉर रेस्पिरेशन. फेरेंजियल गिल स्लिट्स in lower organisms till fishes we can say, and from amphibians, from after pieces from amphibians you have the organisms respiring with the help of lungs. Nerve cord, if present, is on the dorsal side of the body. It is hollow. Nerve cord मैंने कहा जैसे हमारी बॉडी में ब्रेन कंटिन्यू होता है स्पिनल कॉर्ड के फॉर्म में, तो वो कहाँ है? वर्टिब्रल कॉलम के अंदर पास हो रहा है ना, पीछे की तरफ है, तो इसलिए डॉर्सल बोला गया. और हॉलो रहता है. हॉलो बोलेंगे तो बहुत ही लाइट वेटेड. हार्ट इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द वेंट्रल साइड ऑफ द बॉडी. ये हमको पता ही है. यहाँ पे हमको एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कॉर्डेट्स का. मसल है, टेल फिन है, एनस है, गिल स्लिट्स, माउथ एंड नर्व कॉर्ड. द सेम इज प्रेजेंट ऑन पेज नंबर 63 of your textbook. Okay, this flow chart again is on your page number 63. Animalia broadly divided into subkingdom, non-chordates and chordates. When we speak of non-chordates, there are 10 phylum. First one Protozoa, then Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. When we speak of phylum Chordata, you have phylum Chordata divided into 3 categories: Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. Vertebrata further has 6 classes. First is Cyclostomata, then Pieces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammals.